Hey John, how are you? I came across your YouTube videos looking for beginner kettlebell workouts. Wondering if you could give me some advice. I'm 45 years old and haven't worked out in probably 20 years. I'm 270 pounds with a huge gut and man boobs, not going to lie. I have high blood pressure and type 2 diabetes. I have zero energy. I use every excuse in the book to not do anything. I have a big problem in looking at a bunch of different workouts and critiquing them and don't end up doing any of them. I heard kettlebells are great, simple, and a lot less confusing instead of figuring out what workouts to add together or so on certain days like you do with dumbbells and free weights. I was told a kettlebell swing and a Turkish get-up is all you need. Sorry for the rant. Hopefully you can recommend what you think. Thank you. This is what a guy named Jeff sent me on Instagram a long time ago, and I guess it was in a message request that I never saw. But he reminded me of the message when he replied to one of my stories a couple weeks ago, and it started up a conversation. And I think that this guy's name is Jeff. Jeff goes through a lot of the same type of things that a lot of people go through, and they go through them for years, and especially with the internet and access to so much information, we often get under this paralysis by analysis type of condition. And I've gone through this many times, and sometimes I still fall into it today. But instead of spending so much time researching on what's best to do, you just need to do something. You need to get up and do something, and do that for a little bit of time. This is why 100 swings a day is kind of the catalyst, the anchor for getting things going. When you get bored with 100 swings a day, keep the routine, but do something slightly different. Maybe you get a little nerdy, but you've got to make sure you really ground the routine and the process of being active, being physical every day if you can. And then you can get a little more complex later on instead of really spending hours and hours on Instagram or YouTube trying to figure out what you should do. What you should do is just act. Get up, do something right now. 100 swings, 100 push-ups, squats, go for a walk, do something. If you can prove to yourself, if you can give yourself the evidence that you can be consistent with taking some action, then get nerdy, then get a barbell, then get a functional trainer with weight stacks and all those fun things. But we have to start somewhere. And the first place to start is being consistent and taking initiative and doing that over and over and over and over again until it just becomes something you do. That's all I have for you today. So get to work, do something. If you need some help, send me an email, john@whoisjohnharris.com. You can find me on Instagram as well. I am a coach. I am a gym owner. I've been doing this a very long time. I don't necessarily do a whole lot of online coaching anymore, but if it's something you're interested in, and if it's something that you actually value, then we can talk. See you soon.